Let's take a look at the history of American manufacturing in less than 2 minutes. The Industrial Revolution had been going on in the UK since the 1760s and eventually made its way over to the US in the early 1800s. Before this, the US was primarily an agricultural nation, and most products and household items were made by hand in small workshops or in homes. New inventions like the spinning jenny and the power loom revolutionized production and allowed for increased speed and efficiency. Jumping to the early 1900s, in 1913, Henry Ford revolutionized the factory setting by implementing the first moving assembly line at his plant in Highland Park, Michigan. This allowed Ford's flagship Model T to be produced at an unprecedented rate. This also allowed Ford to lower prices, making cars affordable to a wider range of Americans. This methodology eventually spread beyond automobiles to industries like steel, appliances, and consumer goods, and the usage of standardized interchangeable parts became the norm. The factories of the early 20th century became large, high-tech environments, employing hundreds or thousands of workers to create products at scale. The efficiency of mass production had a drastic effect on American consumer culture. With cheaper goods and more products available, Americans began to buy like never before. The invention of the television in 1927 also helped fuel this growing change in consumer behavior. It quickly provided a new platform for advertising, with commercials shaping consumer desires and demands. It promoted American ideals and consumerism and made products like Coca-Cola, McDonald's, and Levi's symbols of a modern aspirational life. In the 80s and 90s, we see the rise of globalization and outsourcing. For American workers, this shift meant the loss of millions of manufacturing jobs, particularly in industries like textiles, electronics, and apparel. Cities like Detroit, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland saw factory closures and mass unemployment, leaving lasting economic scars. Now we are in a period known as the technological renaissance, where the focus has shifted to smart manufacturing. New technologies like robots, 3D printing, and AI have made factories faster, more precise, and safer, and allowing humans to focus on more complex aspects of the business. So, what now? Something relatively new that we're seeing is a reshoring trend where companies look to bring jobs back to American soil. There are a variety of benefits of manufacturing closer to home, including faster delivery times, lower transport costs, and more control over quality. Where do you think the future of American manufacturing is going? Let me know in the comments below.